Okay, 20 most important tips for starting a Facebook channel. I made this list for you guys. There are probably hundreds of tips that you could use for a Facebook channel, but I wanted to just narrow it down to a top 20 that I thought was important for anyone who's starting this journey. If you haven't seen my last video, I already have a first episode of kind of me starting a faceless channel just last night, the analytics, the whole process of me doing it. I talk about if you want to check that out. Excuse me, for anyone who wants to get into it and needs tips on starting or just some motivation, I started this list to kind of give you guys an idea of how to go about it. So most important tips for starting a faceless channel. Number one is to choose one clear niche and stick to it. So you can have a variety channel, you can have different things. I've done all of that. I run a variety channel and I have a lot of fun with it. It's a great way to creatively express yourself. But with a faceless channel and with there not being a persona involved, you want to make sure your topic is really, really strong. So one clear niche and stick to it is the best thing that you can do. Make sure the niche has a high demand and existing viewers. So before you even start the channel, make sure you do some research out into the YouTube world, check the analytics, look at other channels. Do not copy and paste the exact idea of a channel. It is okay to be inspired and twist it and add your own flair to it with your creativity, because that right there is where the magic is. Really tapping into who you are and adding your flair to something is where you grow. If someone is doing something and they're growing from it, it's because they know what they're doing. They know the topic, they know the niche, they know the underlying values of it, and that is why they're succeeding. So for you to just copy and paste what someone else is doing because they're doing great doesn't exactly make sense. You need to do something great because you're great at it, not because they're great at it. So keep that in mind as you're picking a niche. Make sure you study successful faceless channels within the niche that you choose. So after you go through and you find out what you want to talk about, what you're passionate about, what your niche would be, look at the other people within your niche and allow that inspiration to kind of like make a spark in your mind. Something that I have done before while choosing a niche and looking at other niches and the channels within that niche is actually like writing down the channels, their subscriber amount, their amount of videos, and kind of just giving myself like a baseline of where I could be. One of my favorite things to do like financially is to look at channels that are not monetized, that are growing fast within their niche, that are connected to like an outsourced funding company like Patreon or selling a book or something like that. And I love to see like their amount of sales or how many Patreon members they have connected to their channel, also connected to the time that they start. All that is really important. If you see a channel that they started a month ago and they have over 10,000 views and they have a Patreon with over 60 paid members, they're doing something right. So there are things that you need to be paying attention to if you want to like create a business on this platform. Rather than just throwing something out there, really see what's working, study, analyze, try to understand deeper than you ever understood before. Trust me, it will help. Focus on one audience problem or interest per video. So once you find your niche, narrow it down even more. Just focus on that one problem or one interest. That'll kind of help you gather the visuals and the script for it. So very tight, very narrow is the best way for it to be. Start each video with a strong hook the first 5 seconds. Always try to hook them in. I don't know what's going on in the YouTube curving world, but another big change that is happening is the hey you guys and the intros. And I have 5 or 6 channels, and I'm guilty of using the hey guys intro and almost so many of them, and it's okay. It was just kind of part of the YouTube culture. It's a great, nice, genuine way to greet your audience, but it's dying essentially. So you need a strong hook. Forget the hey guys, forget the intros. People want their information, especially in the knowledge realm of YouTube and in the teaching realm. I can't say it so much for the entertainment realm, it's a little bit more laid back, but in the knowledge and the teaching realm, people want their information quick. So starting off with a strong hook, let them know why they're here, what they're gonna get, and get right into it. Use stock footage, screen recordings, and animations wisely. And I say that because you don't have your personality or your charm to hold the video. So your stock footage, your screen recordings, your photo, whatever you're showing on your faceless channel without your face needs to be strong. You need to have strong videos. You need to have strong visuals and thumbnails, because you're taking out the creator. You're taking out the person, the voice, the face. So everything else needs to be extremely strong to create a business and an income. Remember, we're not just making a YouTube channel for fun and throwing our passions out there. We're trying to create a business. We're trying to create a sales funnel. So everything needs to be thought of like a business, not as a hobby and not as something funny and cute. You need to put your heart into it. You need to put your foot in it. You need to really believe in yourself, because that's where the money is. So another tip here is to add captions or on screen. That can boost your attention. And honestly, that is not something I've done in the Facebook channel that I just started last night as part of this little journey with you guys. I should try that. I should add in the text. And that makes sense because, again, taking out the person, taking out the human, it's another thing to captivate the audience. It's another thing to captivate them without the person there, you know. For captions, I should write that down. I'm gonna put that in my next video, in my next faceless video. 'Cause I'm not even following my own tips here that I have. All right, keep videos short, focused, and engaging at the start. I always say 8 minutes is your sweet spot. Once you are monetized, any video over 8 minutes allows you to have up 3 ads or more. You can add over 3 ads in a video that's over 8 minutes. So a way to make more money. If the video is under 8 minutes, you only have access to those 3 ads within the video. If it's over 8 minutes, you can add more ads to it so you can make more money. So I always say that sweet spot, not to mention it just gives you a good like 8 to 10 minutes is that good sweet spot like for a video. Like if you are strong or passionate about something, you have a lot to say, you have a lot going on in your topic and then within that niche, go for it. Go longer, experiment with it. Like these tips and these tricks are based off of like what I've learned and what I've done, but it took experimentation and doing and not doing to get here. So make long videos, make short videos, make 1 minute videos, make 10 minute, 20 minute, 30 minute videos. I've tried them all. So kind of see what works for you and the algorithm best. And then once you find something that takes off, like if you make a 1 minute video and you get 10 views, and you make a 10 minute video and you get 10 views, and then you make a 20 minute video and it gets 1,000 views, you better keep making a 20 minute video. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? Like you need to be following your analytics closely. You need to be following your own journey closely to see what is working and what's not working, okay? Also, keep your videos short. We already did that one. Use a clear, simple script. Don't ramble. I mean, it says it all right there. You can use ChatGPT or these amazing AI softwares to analyze scripts, create bullet points, all types of stuff like that. But I don't recommend like reading word for word for the script. It says here, simple script, don't ramble. But you know what? Sometimes I do recommend a ramble, depending on, again, what the niche is. You might have a lot to say, you might have a lot of thoughts. So sometimes getting that all out and getting emotionally is good for the viewer. So I wouldn't say don't ramble, but I would say have a clear, simple script, meaning like make sure if you're gonna ramble, it's all about the same thing and it's all connected. Maintain a consistent editing style. I love this one and I'm big on this. When I started my Faceless channel last night, the one I'm starting for the series to create it with you guys and grow with you guys, that was big for me. My thumbnails, my banner, my profile picture, and the letters on the thumbnail and the emojis that I use and the captions, everything has a color scheme, everything is matchy. Aesthetically and analytically, I'm very proud of this channel that I've had for not even 24 hours. Because of that, I really took the time to make sure that all of that consistent editing style was there. So pay attention to that. If you're gonna start a business of how to garden and you're gonna sell a gardening book and you're gonna have a gardening channel, have those greens and yellows in there, you know, have the vines going through your banner, have the vines going around your profile picture, have a plant in the back of all the video. Like really lean into your niche and like the colors and the key items within that niche that show people that you know what you're doing. Like you are a part of this world. Like, yes, this is my gardening channel. I love to garden. I know everything about it. There's 6 plants behind me and here's my gardening ebook in the description box down below. You know, like own your niche, own your power, own your knowledge of what you are teaching or what you are entertaining or what you are talking about. Like, don't just do it. Like, do it and love it, if that makes sense. All right. Use Oh, avoid boring intros. Another thing that's changing, jump straight into the value. Like I told you guys before, people are ready for like the information. They're not looking for the hoopla anymore. They're looking for the juice, and you got to give it to them. Upload consistency, 1 to 3 times per week. I love that, but I've always tried to amplify that again because YouTube has the notification system of 3 notifications per day. I always try to do 1 to 3 a day. Crazy, but when I miss 1 to 3 a day, I feel like that's a chance to not notify my audience of a video and grow more. So I always look at 1 to 3 a day. 1 to 3 a week is great, or even 1 a week is great. I've gone through so many things in my life where I wasn't strong enough to create, so I couldn't do 1 a week, and 3 seemed out of the question. So depending on your strength, depending on your power, do what you can, but just do something, if that makes sense. I remember there were times I wasn't feeling it at all, and I just did shorts, you know what I mean, like of older content. So I always try to get something out just to keep the channels at bay and keep them growing. Don't delete the underperforming videos, learn from them. Something I usually do is kind of like go back and see what I've done before and just kind of pick it apart and get into it and just kind of see like what I can do differently and what I did wrong. Match thumbnails and titles so that they work perfectly. We talked about this earlier with the aesthetics. Everything should have a very juicy, beautiful flow to it. You should feel connective and you should feel proud of it. Like, it should be pretty. Like, I can't stand when I go to a YouTube channel and someone's uploading videos, they don't have no banner. The profile picture is them looking to the left in the car. No, it should be beautiful. Your YouTube channel should be beautiful. It should be amazing. Okay. Sorry, I just had like a little pop up here. Okay. Use YouTube Shorts to grow faster. Now, this is a cute, not something I love. I talked about this in my last video, so you can check that out. I'm not going to get into it here again because I just did a rant in it in the last video talking about how YouTube Shorts kind of mess up the analytics and the algorithm. You can get like 8,000 views on one short. It's not really connected to your niche. They send the videos out for YouTube Shorts to anyone. So I don't know, it's really weird. I talked about it in the last video. Basically, if you do a long form video in a niche, it for sure goes to people who care about it. If you do a short form video within that niche, they just send it to anybody. So then you're proud for nothing. You're like, oh, I got 8,000 views on my short. But then you see the comments and people are like, who the hell are you? What is this? And you're like, okay, so they sent it to the 8,000 wrong people. So I'm not a big fan of the shorts. You can try it if you want. It's cute to see, like, if you start a new channel and your long form videos are struggling, it's cute to do short form videos and then just kind of like pump up the views, because then people see like, oh, this channel has a total views of like 10,000 views. They don't know that majority of those are from shorts, but they might subscribe thinking like, oh, the information is great, they have a lot of views, da da da. So the shorts views will show up as your views for the channel. So it's good and bad. I'm biased. I don't know. I'm like, I could do a whole video about how I really feel about those shorts. It's just weird. Like, it's just weird. All right, track analytics, watch time, retention, click-through rate. Find out what all those mean. Go do the research, and don't just go on my channel and look at how I teach you. Go to several different YouTubers, several different teachers, read several different books, watch and listen to several different podcasts about audience retention rate, about watch time, about click-through rate. There's so much to learn within the behind the scenes how to grow a business on YouTube, but if you don't take the time to study and practice, you're not gonna grow. And that was something that took me a while to learn. I was always more at the front and center. I was always more of the like entertainer within the YouTube world. It took me a long time to understand that in order for me to be the best version of that, I had to understand the analytics behind it all. So really take the time to track your analytics, understand them, and that will help you improve. The next one, I would say improve one thing per video. So this is something I started doing not too long ago, where like before I actually do the next video, I sit down and I think, how can I make this one better? Super cliche, super corny, but it helped. It helped me kind of like add in one new thing, and then I was like really, really proud of that. Lastly, stay patient. Growth takes so much time. Consistency wins for sure. You have to be feeling it. You have to love it. One of my favorite parts about the Faceless channel that I started last night, that I'm going over this analytics in that series with you guys on this channel, is that I love it so much. And the knowledge within that faceless channel, I've been practicing and understanding and studying for probably like 10 or 11 years. So I'm not just choosing things to choose them anymore. I'm using my business analytical YouTube brain to continue this growth on this platform, which is so interesting because I just started off as a charismatic performing face on YouTube, you know, and 5-6 years later the industry is changing, where you can now have a great business and a great YouTube following without putting yourself out there the way I have the past 5 to 6 years. And I think that's really beautiful because a lot of people don't really want to put themselves out there the way I have, or they can't. Some people are very shy or have severe anxiety and can't talk on camera and can't do certain things. And because of that, now they can make a living and grow on YouTube. Where it really hits home for me is I grew up with a single mother. So I would love to think that like there are single mothers out there who don't have the time to get a second job to support their families. And now with YouTube, if this woman or single man, single dad, if you know enough information and you have enough passion and you understand the platform enough, you can grow a passive business that makes money in your sleep to support your one income family, you know. And this wasn't available 20 years ago when I was being raised by a single parent. So knowing what I know now and putting it back out into the universe, I'm hoping that it helps someone who needs it, helps families who need it, especially right now around the holidays. YouTube is a business. It's no longer just upload a video of you twerking in the streets or what it was known for back in the day with the spoof videos and the pranks and all of that. There is knowledge out here, there is money out here, there is growth, and there's a chance to be financially free and have time to do the things that we love, which I think is the most important part. So thank you guys for watching. I hope these tips help you. Make sure you subscribe to the video, comment down below what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.